Lydia.
I'm Lizzie.
And we are going to teach you about arrays today for Dr. Schifflin.
So exciting. So an array is a variable that holds a collection of elements all of the same type, and you can access it using an index.
So imagine we have a mailbox system in the office, and we need to be able to easily find out where to put the mail that belongs to, for example, Pam, Jem, Ryan, and Creed. Well, what if we label each mailbox just with their names, and then we know where to put the mail? That can get kind of complicated when we have lots of people in the company. Imagine this mailbox goes on for 50 people long. Then that's going to get kind of difficult to figure out where everybody is. So, like an array, what if instead we index the entire mailbox with numbers? In computer science, we start indexing at 0. So what's important to note here is that there's 4 mailboxes, but the last index is 3 because we started at 0. So let's say that we have these mailboxes, and just like we would put mail in each mailbox, we could, for our array of mailboxes, put a boolean value. Make an array of booleans that would say whether or not they have mail. So if Pam has mail, we say true, and Jen has mail, Ryan does not have mail, and Creed does have mail. So as you can tell, right here, we need each indexed element in the array to have the same type. So we can only have booleans in this array. You can also make number arrays, and you can also make string arrays in the exact same fashion.
Yeah, so you can actually have an array of any type you like, and say we wanted to make a whole new array that this time was a number array telling us how many pieces of mail was in each individual mailbox.
So let's pretend that we declared a new array here.
Yeah, this is a new array. Pam has 3 pieces of mail, Jim's got 2, Brian has none, and Creed has 57.
He's popular.
He is very popular. So in this case, just like our Boolean array, we would have an array of numbers. So for example, the number stored at index 2 in this case would be 0, which is Ryan's amount of mail. When we're actually declaring these arrays in code, we do it in a special way, which Lydia is going to put on the board.
Let's declare and initialize an array to keep the number of pieces of mail indexed here. So we say let with the keyword to declare an array, and let's call the array mailbox be a number array. So that's declaring an array. We're saying in memory, let's store this array, and it's going to hold only numbers. You can't put strings and you can't put booleans in it. And then to initialize this array, we would say mailbox equals 3, 2, 0, 57. And so as you can tell here, we don't write the index, we only write the number elements in that array, but you can see that 3 is at index 0, 2 is at index 1, 0 is at index 2, and 57 is at index 3. And the length of this array is 4. And so Lizzie's going to tell you how you can access the individual elements.
So say, for example, we didn't really need to know what all the elements in the array were. We just needed a very specific element. So we can do that actually in a really simple way. And all we need to do is say mailbox at with these square brackets, and then inside here we would just put whatever index we wanted to access. So say, for example, we wanted to find out how many pieces of mail Ryan had, we could just say mailbox 2.
Because Ryan was at index 2.
Exactly. And just like any other value, we can actually assign this to a variable. So say, for example, we wanted to store it in this variable Ryan. We would now have this variable Ryan, which would store 0 because that's what is at index 2 at the moment. So when we print Ryan, whatever is stored inside this variable Ryan would print to the screen. So in this case, it would be 0. Like Lydia mentioned before, we can also use the length of the array for some really helpful things. And to find that, there's another really simple trick we can use. So we can just say, let boxes, which is the number of mailboxes there are in total, equal mailbox, which is our array, dot length. And this will automatically give you the length of the array, bearing in mind that when we do calculate the length, we still count 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would be 4, even though the index still starts at 0. That's all for today on arrays. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.